you don't have to be there in a lot of shit. You don't got to fall in line with this trope and this trait of the quote unquote alpha male. That's why I had the thumbnail that I had. You got a Derrick Jackson that fits this archetype, but he's also the same archetype that women say they hate. As far as emotion, he's a liar, he's a cheater. Like, this man cheated on his wife multiple times. And I think one of the chicks was like, if she didn't have an abortion, they would have had a kid. So but physically, he's the archetype. He didn't have to be a thug. It's so many different ideas about a quote unquote alpha male, and what it boils down to is lust. Who the women to sleep with? How many women will throw their panties at them a lot of times? And there's nothing wrong with being attracted to what you want to be attracted to as a woman, but on the back end, the guy that's coming in as the quote unquote beta or the backup plan or the cleanup man, he deserves even more respect because he's the true alpha, because he's leading something. You can't be a male lion and have a pride and have your cubs and not protect them when the hyenas come.
Yeah.
You can't be a wolf, quote unquote alpha wolf. The thought process that we had until we got David Meck's clarification of his own damn book, the man that came up with the term. You can't be this alpha and you're not protecting your pack. You're not protecting your own cubs. At the end of the day, go ahead.
Like, even in a smaller perspective, say something was coming to harm the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like some type of, say, like a bear that could just fuck the wolves up and they can't do nothing with the wolves. I mean, the wolves can't do nothing with the bear. They're gonna move the small cubs and the female wolves out the situation, because that's a smart thing to do. They're not gonna sit there and try to buck up and fight a bear, because they're gonna lose that fight 10 times out of 10. They're just being smart.
And again, it's so many alphas that don't do that, or they think they're protecting the woman by being brolic and, aggressive, when all you did was escalate the situation. And again, everybody ain't gonna make it, bro. Yeah. This is how pistol play comes into a lot of situations that could have been avoided in our community, because of somebody's mouth. Then somebody feel disrespected, a fight, guns break out, or in its simplest terms, these dudes is just bed hopping. The women are okay with it, and nobody suffers but the children. But then the quote unquote beta is supposed to come back again and do the heavy lifting and take care of a whole household, right? But he's doing the work. Now again, while I had Fleece Johnson up there and the little pride lion with the color on the thumbnail, because a lot of these dudes are out here. It's but a lot of women don't want to admit it because it's too much, but they'll complain about it. This is why they attack the nice guy or the simp or the beta or whatever. They'll attack him. Oh, y'all niggas zesty. You gay. This, that, and the third. He's suspect. But the dude you laying up with, you're just a beard for him. You're just a cover. Yeah. So he can really be with the guys that he want.
It's crazy. Out here, it's bad with that. And I was talking to one of my friends, and she was like, yeah, she dating this dude, whatever. And she's on speakerphone talking to him. And how can I say this without being offensive? He had like a gay accent. You know how gay people have the accent when they talk. So I asked her, I said, yo, is he bisexual? And she was like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, you sure? And she's like, nah. All right. So now I'm talking to her. She was like, yeah, he be trying to get me to go to like these sex parties and stuff like that, but I ain't with all that. And he said he want to see other dudes have sex with me. I'm like, you sure he's not bisexual? And she was like, nah, I don't think so. Then my other homegirl met him, and she texted me like, yo, yeah, I think he is too. I'm telling you, like, it's a lot of that going out there, and like you said, it's a lot of denial. Like, oh, I guess you like this person for whatever reason. You don't want to see that, but everybody else seeing it, and you just out here looking the fool.
And it's just
you cannot make this shit up.
It's clear as day, man.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff be clear as day. I was telling somebody the other day, had a conversation with my homegirl. But when I first moved to Atlanta, I heard the stories, a lot of gay dudes, down low men, whatever the case. And it was this dude that I worked with, and like, I'm sorry, he was just obviously a gay male, like, not just like, oh man, he kind of did that feminine, he grew up in a house full of women. Like, no, this nigga was he was gay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But everybody swore he was getting married. He even said, my fiance. And I worked at this job when I first got here, like the first year and a half, maybe 2 years I was here. And he had been talking about his fiance since like the first week of work. And I'm like, ain't nobody ever seen a picture of her? And then somebody was like one of his friends at the job was like, oh, she's really pretty. Da, 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 da. Like, she's like a 10. I'm like, okay, you laying it on too thick. You should have just stopped at pretty. Yeah. So somebody like came up to me one day in the break room, was like, that motherfucker with a trend, right? I was like, it makes sense now. It makes sense. Because, hey, if that's the way you rock. But he always referred to his partner as she. But I'm like, bruh, from the look to the mannerism to the voice, everything. And this isn't to talk about, anybody's sexual preference or whatnot.
Yeah.
Do what you do, but bringing it back on topic, it's so much stuff that our women allow because a dude looks a certain way as an alpha male, and he been laying up in men the whole time.
Yeah.
Or again, like I don't know if you heard that example I gave of these dudes, you respect their street culture, and dude in and out the county, he know just enough what crime to do just to go in county where he don't get sit down the road across state or catch a Fed charge, and he's in and out of county. Like, bitch, he got a boyfriend in there.
Yeah, you said that, I was like, damn, I never thought about that. I was like, yo.
We all know, they're like, man, like, he's like, oh, he locked up again? Like, how much time he get? Oh, man, he just in the county. He got 90 days. 90 days again? For the same shit? Oh, let me get the Gail comment. Let me scroll up real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Bro, how much longer time you got for me?
I got a few more minutes. I was gonna make. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make some tea right quick. I want to get some tea before I go to bed.
I'm gonna wrap up, man. We've been on here.
Okay.
Been on here an hour and a half. Let me get to these comments. Then I want to get your parting thoughts.
Okay.
Where we go? Yes, your comment made sense about the thugs, Gail. Let me see. Okay, for the guys who prefer to leave and avoid confrontation and unnecessary trouble, chicks will call him weak, a punk, etc. A lot of them like to start fights. That is true. One of my more recent videos, my popular videos, where I was talking about how I almost Tory Lanez and Gervonta Davis myself. That particular ex, again, young, stupid, not seeing red flags. She was one of them chicks that always had a problem with the waitress. Brothers, that is a telltale sign. If you take a woman out and it's like she don't get along with nobody, like, that is a telltale sign of who she is. She's going to find a problem for every solution. I'm going to say it again. She's going to find a problem for every solution. Let me give my goddamn self this.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting. Damn, nigga!
She's going to find a problem for every solution. Watch out for that type of chick, bro. But Gail is 100% right. These women will start shit just to see what you gonna do. I just want to see how you handle yourself if something that you almost got me shot. Like, the fuck, shut the fuck up sometime. Like, it wasn't that serious. She forgot your straw. I'm sorry. Like, we can fix that. That's
Yeah.
fixable.